Hi conservation crew, and welcome to another video. So today we're going to do a little nature diaries, and we've driven all the way over to Felston. You can see, what's it called? Bigbury Island? Bigbury Bay and Burr Island, which has got like a Art Deco hotel on it. I think my mum and dad stayed there once. And we're going to walk from here over to Hope's Cove. Is that right? Yeah, I never know where we are or what we're doing. I just kind of come along, get the camera out, here we go. But it's a lush day, it's pretty bright, but it's nice and cool. It's December the 5th today, so we're getting some nice wintry walking in. So he's running away. On the last Nature Diaries it was a stew special, and I want to know what you guys thought of it. Do you think that he should get more involved in these Nature Diaries? Because I do. I think he's cracking. I apologise, I just lied about the date. It's actually the 6th, Sunday the 6th of December 2020. But me and Stu were just chatting, and apparently this year is a record hot year. The temperature has been rather high. And we can really tell, like, I've got all my winter gear on because it's December, but actually, it's actually really warm. I mean, it's cold, but it's not as cold as it should be, really, for this time of year. We've just arrived at Felston Beach. It's absolutely beautiful. The sand is white. It's a lovely little cove type beach, so it's just really nice and peaceful, and the waves are lapping on the shore. There's lots of dark rocks surrounding it. It's really quiet as well, which is nice. Struggling a bit to walk on this sand though. Bit of a first for the old Nature Diaries. So the car park was like halfway in between our journey basically, and so we went back because I wanted to get rid of my coat because I was absolutely boiling. And in the car park there's lots of like downhill facing car parking spaces on grass, and it's quite muddy and tacky today, and there was a couple that were stuck on the grass. They couldn't reverse their car out, so Stu, being a knight of the road, started pushing the car for them, and now he's covered in mud, so that was good. We have just arrived at South Milton Beach. Sands, same thing to me. And we are now walking over to what looks like some incredible rock pools. So we're going to go and have a little rummage and see if we can find some ace little rock pooling animals. So we're just walking along the beach, and we see this big kind of fin sticking out, and we're like, no, it must be a lilo. I'm like, no, that's a dolphin, that's a dolphin. So we've come up to it, and bless it, it's unfortunately a dead common dolphin, which has obviously died because it's been tangled in fishing gear. And luckily for us, because we had an inkling this would happen today, because there's been a lot of this happening recently in Torbay and the local surrounding areas. Lots of entanglements of common dolphins. And bycatch is a daily thing for cetaceans, unfortunately, but we've brought some of our recording kit with us because Stu's actually trained to record dead cetaceans. Like, he's in like a group where we do that, so we need to tag it up and take its measurements and things. But yeah, rest in peace. It's an absolutely gorgeous one. It's quite big, but unfortunately it died way before it was due in some horrible fishing lines. So this is kind of unbelievable, guys, but an old uni friend bumped into us on the beach, and she'd been trying to call us because she was walking her dogs with her partner on this beach, and she said that there was another one down the beach. So we've come down and we found a dead harbour porpoise, which also kind of looks like it's likely that it's been by-caught in fishing gear. So something's going on around here. It's all very sad. I mean, it's part of the job, really, you know, studying cetaceans, and you've got to deal with the kind of horrible bit sometimes, but it's really sad when the closest you can get to your study animal in the wild is when they're dead, washed up on a beach. So I apologise if some of this footage is a bit grim, but it's the reality, you know. These beautiful animals get caught in fishing gear on a daily basis. I mean, 3 harbour porpoises are caught in fishing gear every single day of the year, so in the UK alone. So it's just something to think about, really. On a slightly happier note, we've reached the Rockpools now, so we're going to have a little rummage and see what we can find. Stupid Laura isn't wearing waterproof shoes, so hopefully I don't get a boot full of salt water. So if you guys love a bit of rock pooling like we do, because we're young at heart, and you're never too old to rock pool in my opinion, we've actually been creating a nice little video all about rock pooling for you guys, so keep an eye out for that. It will be coming to our channel very soon. So while we were logging those cetaceans, usually people come up and have a look because they want to see what it is. Oh, car coming. But also, like, they get chatting to us, asking us about the animals that we're dealing with and things. And it was quite interesting to hear from some local people how apparently, you know, this is like a regular occurrence. Apparently they have a walk along the beach and they're likely to see a dead dolphin or a dead porpoise, so I mean, it's very, very worrying. So if you're local to the area, give us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. We want to learn more about the area and why this is happening, basically. We have arrived at our destination of Hope's Cove, and it is absolutely beautiful here. The sand's gorgeous. It smells a bit sulphuric, to be honest, like sulphur, because the sand's exposed. But there's people snorkeling in the water there, there's people kayaking, lots of people queuing up outside the local pub for a bev. But I'm just absolutely loving this beautiful winter landscapes, and the coast path has been gorgeous. Been walking with my face into the sun the whole way here though, so I'll be glad on the way back to be sunglasses free, because it starts to hurt my face after a while, and I've probably got marks. Oh no, not too bad today. But yeah, this has been a really lovely walk. It's not over yet though. So my camera's run out of battery, my phone has run out of battery. So I'm on Stu's now, and it just naturally is a bit more zoomed in, so I apologise for my big round moon face. But we're heading back to the car now. So we'll see if there's any nice views on the way back that I haven't managed to capture yet.
So something quite weird's just happened on our walk. So the walk's been interrupted a few times already because we've had to tag a common dolphin and a harbour porpoise which have been caught in bycatch. Then after quite a long walk we thought we'd sit down and have a coffee, and it's still quite light. All of a sudden we see an otter running across the beach, and we think, well, what's an otter doing out in the daytime in a very public beach? And we noticed it was limping, and then a dog ran over and went near the otter, but I think the owner managed to call it off. But the otter was in quite bad condition. It's managed to get in the sea and swim a bit, and it's gone on to the Rockpools. So we were just thinking, well, what do you do in these situations? So my first instinct was to try and phone the RSPCA. Not operating on Sundays, so I tried to phone several RSPCA numbers. It's obviously not their fault because they're a charity and so forth, but we couldn't get through to them. So I tried some other animal sanctuaries, not getting through. I tried RSPCA West Dutch and Secret World as well, and Secret World I had about 6 options, but none of them seemed to be for animal rescue. I even tried the International Otter Survival Trust, which is UK based. No one's working on Sunday, so it's quite new to me what you do in these situations. Thankfully I've managed to phone a local vet. Initially they were quite reluctant to come out because they need an RSPCA log number in order to get paid, but obviously their priority is animal welfare, so the vets agreed to come out and search for this otter. So that's really nice of them to do it, but it was just a bit weird seeing an otter on the beach. Obviously our instinct was to try and go and help the otter, so we've not filmed it, but we did find some of its tracks afterwards, and then fingers crossed it would be able to get some help, but it did look in quite a bad way, which was quite unfortunate.
So guys, I'm knackered after such an eventful walk. It's been absolutely beautiful, but we've been busy with lots of animal related things. 2 cetaceans washed up dead on the beach, and an otter. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and it wasn't too upsetting for anyone. But we're going to head back to the car now because it's a long drive home. We're about an hour away and I'm tired and I need some dinner and a shower and just to absorb what's happened today. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next one.